Hey everyone, don't forget to stay tuned till after the video if you want to find out how to support me or where to follow me on social media. And also, if you like this video and like what I do, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for choosing me, and on with the video. Why, hello, spoopy season lovers. Hello, all of my starlings. Guys, I've been holding it in. I was going to save it to the end of the video, but I can't anymore. It is time to announce ya girl has gone official. She has her designs on merch. Yay! Guys, I have been working on these for weeks, and then I asked my boss, and he was like, oh my god. And so you can own a piece of merchandise apparel that has my artwork on it, featuring my Dracula, my Frankenstein, and my personal pride and joy, the zombie. What's that, you say? You don't want to get a shirt? Maybe you want to get something to decor your different items, like a laptop and a whoop-pow! You got the stickers of the entire, as I call them, the Faces of Fright Night, but for marketing reasons, they are the Night Frights on No System. So if you want a piece of your own Starson merchandise, go to nosysnose.com. That is nosysnose.com, and they are right there up in the featured. Come on, guys. Thank you guys so much. I just wanted to tell everybody. So I hope you guys have a great Halloween season. Let's move on with the spoopy season, guys. I want to get someone else's opinion. I mean, you guys always hear from me. You always know what I think, but I was a little curious. Shameless plug, no system. I was a little curious about what someone a little more problematic, thought about the BoPo movement. So, shall I introduce a name that I hope is not unfamiliar to you? A face blessed by God, a face that you should all know, the lovely, the charming, my baby Gothix.
Oh, hello.
My darling.
Hello, BB. How you doing?
How you doing today? How you doing? You so cute. I like you. I'm gonna keep you around.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I need some more coffee, all right? I got some bags under my eyes, but
we're gonna get some caffeine.
We're gonna do this thing.
You'll need coffee halfway through this because you're going to feel exhausted.
All right.
Let me tell you. So, guys, I have compiled a few videos with a select favorite. I think you'll all know who I'm talking about. She says shit, just for a hint. I have selected some videos. I stayed up late into the night scouring TikTok, and now together I am going to witness my darling friend have an aneurysm with me. Gothix, how much do you know about the BoPo movement and everything they do?
Could you give me an official definition of BoPo, please?
That would be body positivity movement. You know how the thins... You, a straight-sized woman, heteronormative woman.
I see. Okay. So standard size. Okay. I don't really know much about the BoPo movement, so I am intrigued and excited to see what you have in store.
Oh, you guys, I hope I spark something in her. Let's see. All right. So we are going to look through the videos. Gothix, this first one is the lady on the right is called the Fat Doctor UK.
Okay.
I want you to prepare yourself, darling.
All right, I am.
Thank you for asking this question and keep them coming. I love having interactive conversations with people on social media. So the idea is that you consume fewer calories than you expend. And the theory is that as a result, you will turn fat into energy and you will lose weight. That theory is based on the first law of thermodynamics, which does not apply to the human body because it is not a closed system. Sure, it'll work to start with, but it won't work long term, and here's why. The moment you go into calorie deficit, your body starts to panic. It is not designed to lose weight, and the moment it thinks that you're starving, it will try every trick in the book to stop that from happening. Your metabolic rate will decrease dramatically. Your body will hold on to its fat stores. It will increase your hunger signals and decrease your fullness or satiety signals. You'll find yourself fixating on food more and more. Can't cheat now.
So I guess I need context because I couldn't
Thank
see
you for
what
asking
the
this question,
text was.
So the context is, did you hear what she was saying? Did you notice
Yeah.
anything she said?
Yeah, I'm just very confused.
So this woman is an actual doctor. She has an actual PhD in the UK. And the woman on the left is someone who used the first rule of thermodynamics to lose weight.
Yeah.
And the woman on the right believes the human body is not designed to lose weight whatsoever.
Yeah, it doesn't make
losing
any.
weight is impossible.
That doesn't make any sense to me, especially when she says that our body isn't meant to be in a calorie deficit, or we shouldn't be putting our body into shock or something like that. That's literally how you lose weight. You have to burn more calories than you take in. What is she talking about?
Gothix, that's diet culture propaganda. That's not true.
Okay. Well,
that's the diet culture speaking out through you. And also, don't forget, when we're talking about all of this, diet culture is rooted in racism.
Okay, so this woman is a PhD in what again?
She's like a general practitioner.
Okay, and she is trying to educate people on weight loss?
No, she is trying to tell people that weight loss doesn't exist. It is literally impossible.
So what is the solution then?
Just
be fat?
Yes.
That's it?
That's it.
For the rest of your life. Nothing else. Just be fat.
Hello. As soon as you gain fat, you understand that suddenly you are healthier and you're happier. By the way, she's non-binary, so I'm sorry. This is they them.
This is no. You're not a doctor, ma'am.
That's the worst part. They really let her still practice.
That's sad. That's sad. That's so sad.
And what's hilarious is that she's still open on Twitter, but her TikTok she completely privatized. She's like, nope, you can't see it anymore. Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, this is so do you think that videos like this are the result of brainwashing or people just knowing they're spreading nonsense?
I absolutely positively believe so. I had a follower ask me recently, hold on, I don't want to spoil this.
Okay.
I had a follower ask me recently on one of my premieres. And this is about the woman who, if you haven't seen it, also anyone else in the audience, if you haven't seen it, you should. An Indian woman who believes that white men are the reason she's still fat and can't lose weight. And it's one person who's not famous saying it, but she went viral on TikTok. And I have a theory. When you let those little seeds plant, they become massive trees. They become forests. Mm-hmm. Because lonely people and sad people and insecure people, they look for those videos. They look for that. They want that evidence of what they're doing. Mm-hmm. So yeah. You tell me. I want to know. How do you feel about these kind of videos? Do you think we should ignore them?
No, I think they need to be called out because it is a virus. It's literally something. It's like if it's not addressed, vulnerable people are going to keep consuming it and start believing that it is what it is. And people you are doing a great job by calling this stuff out.
Let me ask you something. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, the other thing I was going to say, and it's very important too, because this is dangerous. Like, not all body sizes are healthy. That is nonsense. If you tell someone that, you're literally telling them that I don't care if you die or not. Like, it's disgusting, it's dangerous, and yeah.
Well, the problem is they also have a belief in the BoPo movement that there is no correlation between health issues and weight.
Oh my god.
And let me ask you something, Gothix. Now, you've known me for going on almost 2 decades.
Yeah.
And we've known each other for close to 15 years. And 15 years. Hold on.
You're showing my age, all right?
I didn't mean to fucking say that. Sorry. As I was saying, would you consider me a vulnerable person?
No.
Would you consider me a weak-minded person?
No.
And I was in the BoPo movement. Think about that. If they could get to me.
But how deep were you in the BoPo movement?
I
though?
was, when I was in the BoPo movement, I think I'm going to do a video about this, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do a whole thing about what really lured me into the BoPo. You know I'm a reasonably healthy person, and especially back when you met me, even when I was fat, I could walk 5 miles, I could run around, I could get up and down. And so when they said health at every size, I was like, well, I'm pretty fucking fat and I'm pretty healthy. And I was like, and I'd go and I get my blood test done, and I'd go and I get my joints tested and all that stuff, and all of it would come back like, Cass is okay. Cass is healthy. And so that's what really forced me into believing it. But I also, on the other spectrum, believe that even if you are unhealthy and overweight, the whole idea was to not hate yourself.
Yeah.
The whole idea was that you woke up every day, no matter what was in the mirror, you still loved the human inside.
Yeah. Which I agree with. I
I
agree with that.
wholeheartedly. Like, I still do. And the thing is, like, but I don't know if I'm going to keep this part in the video, but I am doing a video about perhaps we should body shame people who get excessive plastic surgery. There's this woman, literally, she wants, as she puts it, I want the fattest bum on the planet. And she has gotten 5 BBLs in 7 years.
That's scary.
And that's literally the deadliest surgery you can get for your body. And she's had 5 of them. And I think by the time I release the video, she'll have had 7.
Oh, no.
And when you look at how she was like your size, but super muscular, to how she is now. And most of that is plastic surgery. It's I'm going to send you a picture of her afterwards. Yeah. It's insane. And I'm like, and we shouldn't tell somebody, no, you're making a wrong choice. I don't mean shame as in, I'm mean shame as in, you've made a bad decision.
Yeah, even if it's just challenging them, like, why do you want this? Why? Like, what is the root cause of you desiring this? Are you not happy with the way that you look? Why are you not happy?
The amount of people with body dysmorphia and gender dysmorphia who get plastic surgery, and the people who have depression and other mental health issues that get severe plastic surgery and continuous plastic surgery is immense.
Yeah, I believe it.
Because the thing is, it's just like any other tool. The thing is, when you want to lose weight and your only solution is getting gastric bypass, that's why you're doomed. That's where the Fat Doctor UK says diets don't work and those don't work. Of course they don't. If you hand someone a quick fix and don't tell them how to prolong the fix.
Yeah. Yeah.
They fall right back in. And what are you telling me about the way you used weed? What was weed for you?
Weed was depression and anxiety crutch.
Quick fix. Yeah. But did it help the long term?
Negative.
And this is... I tell people, you want, like, I don't say you should never, ever, and this is just someone who despises weed.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you shouldn't ever, but I'm saying if you rely on it on a daily basis.
It doesn't fix the problem.
It doesn't fix the problem.
People think it fixed the problem, but if weed disappeared tomorrow, what would you do?
That's the question.
Yeah.
But this one, it's a short one, I believe. But
okay. I already see the angle of the video. All right. What I eat in a day. Obesity promoter that eats 15,000. Okay.
Do you know the standard calories a day for a human being?
2,500?
24 to 25.
Okay.
This woman says she doesn't even eat that much. She claims. But let's see. I believe this is a... Oh, wait. You know what would help?
Rip.
What I eat in a day. Obesity promoter that eats 15,000 calories. How did I get outside? Veggie and hash brown skillet. Kale mac and cheese with a side of steamy beef lard to clog my arteries nice and good. Veggie burger and tempura green beans. Water bottle full of pure corn syrup. 5 veggie sushi rolls, JK. I don't eat veggies. I'm love you. Bye. What I eat in a day.
So if you don't catch on, that was her attempting to be a sarcastic one about it, but it was an awful lot of food for not a lot.
So I'm looking at the caption. Does it say that she has body dysmorphia?
She does. She does. And she does, even though she's trying to be a smartass, she is a obesity promoter. She does. But she tries to claim that it's not bad because she's active. She's also like 22. Does that woman look in her early 20s to you?
No.
This is a common thing you'll see with BoPo girls. Have you ever seen my skin look that bad?
Negative.
And I'm asking this for a reason, guys, because again, this woman has known me for a long time. I've been fat throughout it. Have I ever looked the entire time she's known me, I've been an obese woman. Have I ever looked haggard, old, pot-marked, zits everywhere kind of thing?
No. And you also didn't eat in a way that was like, I'm going to kill myself, because that's what I see when I see this. And to me, this appears to be like, when I see videos like this, I would assume that they have deep-rooted depression or something going on. My phone is ringing. I'm sorry. Hold on. But this looks like someone that has some depression, because it's almost like they want to kill themselves, because you know that is just not healthy. And I find it ironic that they're eating veggie burgers and veggie stuff.
Well, she's a vegetarian. A vegan, rather.
Is it for morals or is it for health? Because if it's for health,
I'm pretty sure
it's
it's
not.
morals. I'm pretty sure it's morals.
No.
And the thing is, it's odd that you say that, Gothix. It's weird. Do you know one of the most prevalent things about the BoPo movement is women who are depressed?
Wow.
Women who are single?
Mm.
Isn't that weird? It's so weird.
It's pretty weird.
In case anyone's wondering, I had to put on my earphones because we kept getting an echo, and that's annoying. Let's see. So he's a good one. No, I hate you. Okay, the next one coming up, I think you're going to just...
There was booty in my face.
Oh yeah, there's super booty. Are you ready?
Glorify obesity with me, please. Okay. I can't hear it.
I can't even with y'all no more. I am a heavy set man. I have been my whole life. And people like this just make me so angry. They just drive me right up the wall. Do you want to know what obesity does to a person? Just to give you my credentials, this is me. Now granted, I've lost 60 pounds this year, but I've still got 200 to go. And I can tell you that living as a large person is absolutely hell. I talk about glorifying obesity. Here's just a few of the things I got going on. High blood pressure, depression, anxiety, and a syndrome called obesity hypoventilation syndrome. I have spent my entire life getting treated as less than a person. You want to convince people that it's okay to look like this. That's a cope if I've ever heard one. Hope you get the courage to change one day. But in case you don't, quit it.
Yeah, that is a cope.
And the thing is, what he's saying, here's the crazy part. So take everything he said and pretend it's positive. That's how all of them talk. Almost all BoPo girls I've seen are on some kind of medication.
Yeah.
And they convince themselves that it's not their weight.
That's so sad. No, you can't glorify obesity, because first of all, that's very narcissistic. To be like, my body is like whatever, give glory to my body. And the fact that it's sad. Like, I don't know what people are going through when they do stuff like this, but there's nothing that you can say to convince me that someone is 100% happy.
What they're going through is, again, it is a massive cope. And you know what? This is a perfect example. Well, hold on. Let me pause this bitch. You want to see the example of a massive cope. This girl, she makes me physically uncomfortable. And I hope... I want to see if she makes you uncomfortable for the same reasons.
All right.
Actually, I do want to get fat because bellies are beautiful.
Why was she so loud? Came back to your face. I came back to your face. Gothix,
Okay.
what's wrong? What's wrong, honey?
There is some truth to beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but by and large, I do not think people find that, not the person, that beautiful, right? It's subjective.
That's fatphobic.
I don't give a
fatphobic.
shit what it is. I don't
Are
care.
you judging me based on?
I do not care. And that's... Yeah, I had another point I was going to make, but it all got erased the second I saw that, and I'm upset that you made me watch someone caress their rolls.
Oh, that's a major thing in these TikToks. Rubbing their fat. Yeah,
here's the other thing, too. That is, why do you feel the need to do that? I think it's the question. Like, people call me names all the time online, and they'll insult stupid things about the way that I look. And it's like, am I going to take the time to really prove to them that I'm beautiful? And this is what I do like about the body positivity movement is like, if you feel comfortable and you feel happy in your own skin, I think that is perfectly fine. It's just also being reasonable to understand that you might not be as healthy. And that's just... It's just the way that it is.
Phobia, that is diet culture, that is racism and classism, and that is a straight-bodied person trying to hate on fat bodies. You are trying to disrespect the fat experience, and you are trying to knock down a person's lived experience, and that we just can't have, Gothix.
So what? Who cares?
And
now
that's
what?
the thing. It's like you said, because the problem is, you saying people might not like a fat body, well, that's rooted in fat phobia. You have no reason to dislike a fat body beyond the fact that some white man told you you're not supposed to like him.
That's the whole thing, though. Like, who cares? Doesn't matter what I think about fat people. What does my opinion have to do about anything? Like, live your life.
Because stop me if you've heard it before, because when you discredit that, you marginalize that group. Where's that argument been heard before?
Black people. Black people, gay people, everybody's marginalized. In order for you to believe you're marginalized, you have to think so low of yourself to begin with.
Like, seriously. And then they sit there and get mad about the standardized seating. Well, number one, Gothix, have you seen me fly in a plane?
I have not. That's possible?
I know, right? Oh, God. I could sit in one. I even sat in a Spirit Airlines once. Oh.
I've never even flown Spirit. Sheesh.
Let me tell you something. It's an experience. All of us are kind of sitting tilted because the seats don't quite, like, when I tell you, you're talking like that's the distance between, no, like that's the distance between your knees and the front seat. Yeah, you've got to like lean. It's bad. 10 out of 10 don't recommend. But the point is, like, if you hear it, it's all, every time you start to deny the body positivity movement, they immediately start saying, well, that's because you're racist. Because racist white people, well, let me tell you something. I've already started to do deep dives. They claim that the only reason people don't like fat bodies is because when the slave trade happened, we started seeing black bodies. Have you not seen half of the African plains people that were stolen? And these people were fucking buff. If you look at the Africans that were slaves, they were not fat people. They were thin people. They were muscular people. They were strong people.
Yeah, that's nonsense. And again, calling people names isn't going to change reality. And the reality is that being that size is just simply not healthy. And it's not normal to encourage people to do like what? Like, is she not wearing pants?
Oh, get ready. This is a major thing in the BoPo movement. I told you it's going to get more uncomfortable. And we're still not at the worst.
Okay.
I'm not, it's the music could get me demonetized. So.
Friendly reminder that you can modify trends so you can enjoy them.
So what she's saying is, if you can't lift your leg high enough, if you can't go as long, it's okay. Now, if you're having a hard time following the trend as everyone else does, and you've got to change the standard,
you know what this is?
Mental health.
This is affirmative action of TikTok. Instead of studying more, getting the experience, being qualified to enter a certain field, you rely on the fact that you are black to get into something. Same thing with TikTok. Because you can't do a certain leg movement or dance, instead of losing weight, getting healthy, improving your nutrition so you can do the dance appropriately, you say, I'm just gonna make my own dance.
And that's how they do everything. Like, when I tell you the amount of women on TikTok that get dressed up in tiny outfits, and the thing is, the woman that the one that's at the very end, that's all she does. And not only that, she does the same exact song over and over and over again, but she gets up in her underwear, in sloppy dresses, no bra, and she flops around. It's not even like a good dance. She's like, and then she's like, you're mad because I'm just living my life.
All right.
Okay. I don't know about you, but living my life is not flopping around on TikTok. I don't spend every day flopping around in my house. Maybe on the couch, but this one really... Again, we talk about appearance, and you and I have both been through depression.
Right.
And if this isn't a clear sign of someone who is shouting out for help...
I can see it on her face.
Right. And I believe this woman's in her 20s. And this is, again, a common theme I see with the BoPo movement. These are women in their 20s. So there's no severe health problems yet. You get a rare few that are in their 30s and 40s. But for the most part, they're all in their 20s. And they all look older, though.
Yeah.
And they look haggard, and they look sad, and they don't look happy with their lives. And they're almost always at home, dressed like this, further proving the point that they don't... You'll see. Let me put the volume on. You'll see what I mean. With licensed music, so we're not doing that.
Huh.
Do you know the calories of a single small naan?
No.
150 per just one of those.
Sheesh. Had an extra. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
More cocoa roos.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, that's off-brand Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah. It's like.
The amount of calories she had was close to 4,000, I believe, in that video.
That's crazy. I think it is a combination of people that have something going on in their life, but also I think some people just they don't like putting in effort for stuff. It's like people that say, okay, new year, new me, I'm gonna go to the gym. They go for like first 2 days in January and then they never show up again. They don't like the work.
And the thing is, because this is a habit that happens a lot, again, with fat women in the BoPo movement, and once again, we go over all this stuff, because they have this belief in their head, diets don't work, exercise doesn't work. Well, no, because the problem is, you go from literally sitting on the couch day in and day out to, I'm going to get up and do a 2-hour walk, I'm going to go to the gym for an hour, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then you fail because you've tried to do too much at once, your body is in too much pain, and now you just give up because it's everyone's like, well, Starson, why don't you go do this, that, and the other? I'm doing everything slow. Mm-hmm. You know this, Gothix.
Yeah.
I take it slow. You know why? Because I want it to be a permanent change. It is beautiful and lovely to sit there and say, I lost 150 pounds in a year. But 9 times out of 10, if you do it that quickly, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something unhealthy. And it's just going to come back.
You have to change. Like, you have to first build a habit and something that you're consistent with. And then once you can commit to something, the smallest commitment, then you can increase that and build that habit. And then also, diets don't work kind of agree, because a diet isn't going to mean anything if you haven't changed your relationship with food. Like, you can diet all you want, but if, like, you just have this, like, if you are eating 5 burgers because you're depressed and you can justify going off your diet because you feel depressed and I'm going to eat all this stuff, then diet is not going to work.
What a beautiful one to go into, because you see, you and I both have a friend who is addicted to food. We know this.
Yeah.
We have seen this person take over their addiction and come past it pretty well. Here's a person that truly infuriates me. So prepare yourself, because this girl is about as full of themselves as they come.
Okay, don't come for me. This is not my opinion. This is opinion of psychologists. Food addiction, no matter how real it feels, is not real. You're probably thinking, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, I know my body. I know my feelings. It is real. Your feelings, feeling addicted to food is very real. But an actual addiction occurring, not so much. I used to literally think the same thing. Like, I'm addicted to food. I can't stay in a calorie deficit. I can't eat what I'm supposed to eat because I literally am addicted to food. You're not addicted to food. You are obsessed with restriction. Diet culture has told us if you can't stay in a calorie deficit, if you can't lose weight, there's something wrong with you. And if you're doing everything in your power to do what diet culture tells you to do and it doesn't work, there must be something wrong with you, i.e. a food addiction. You're not addicted to food. Stop restricting, and I promise, you'll stop obsessing.
Yo.
Number 1, notice how thin she is.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so this woman is called Realistic Recovery, okay? You ready
Stop
for the
it.
bullshit? Yes.
Yeah.
So she's recovering from an eating disorder, okay? So she had binge eating. And her solution was to let go of certain things, but then she'll also go 24 to 48 hours without eating because she is so deep in not being addicted that she went the other way. Now, here's the problem. She exercises daily. You clearly see she's not overweight. None of the men that she dates can make under $200,000 or be below 6'2". Okay.
Interesting.
So, and this woman is all about things rooted in racism, classism, fat phobia.
Yeah. So if you believe all of that stuff, I'm not gonna believe a damn word you say about food addictions, because that is.
Oh yeah, her idea was the reason that calorie deficit doesn't work is because a doctor she went on a date with once said so. Everything about her is anecdotal evidence. It's not even like evidence. It's a dude I was gonna fuck said this.
Let me tell you. Okay, food addiction is definitely real. But it could maybe not. Maybe the term is not good, but it's something. It's some type of trigger where people are using food to cope with something.
It's addiction. So some people are just naturally addicted. So people who have ADHD, people who have autism, people who have OCD and depression tend to be more geared towards addiction. Their chemical makeup is naturally able to. Now their addiction could be anything.
Yeah, there was someone in my family. I don't know if I ever told you this, but there's someone in my family that he used to live in Cape Verde, and his mom used to starve him, apparently. And then when he came to America, he developed a food addiction and a food hoarding addiction, and he would hide food in his bedroom, and sometimes it would go bad. And one time he just piled a plate on like this high, and he was eating and like threw up at the dinner table because of how much he was trying to force himself to eat. And so no, this woman is not quite understanding psychology, and I would argue that the people that are saying this, who call themselves psychologists, also don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Because the thing is, it's really sad. Do you know how I knew what you were gonna say? You never told me that story, but I knew everything you were gonna say because that happens in shelter animals. Animals that were starved tend to have food aggression. They tend to eat till they throw up. They tend to take and hide food easier. So think about it. It's such a base level thing that it even happens to animals.
Yeah.
Because they're instinctually now, they are afraid. It's a trigger. It's an anxiety. They're so afraid they're not going to have food. They now have to store it. That's not your subconscious. That's your anxiety from past trauma. And it's a thing, it's why I get a really big kick out of these BoPo girls. Seriously. Here's another one of this lovely lady. Let's see.
Guys, I'm fat phobic. And no, that doesn't make me a bad person. It also doesn't make me racist. And yes, it's still rooted in racism. It means I've spent my entire life with a false idea of what health really is. And as a human who wants to live as long as possible, I have strived to be the healthiest version of myself I could possibly be. I've lost out on opportunities to eat delicious foods in other countries, trying new restaurants with friends. I've injured myself multiple times from overexercising. I've fallen prey to all of these fad diets that led me down a path of disordered eating, and now I'm in recovery for a second time for my eating disorder. All because I grew up in a society that told me one body is good and another body is bad, and that treats fat bodies in a way that I would never want to be treated. So I participated in a multi-billion-dollar industry to actively avoid looking that way. That is fat phobic. And although I have never discriminated against a fat body, I definitely hold prejudices against fat bodies. And those implicit biases come from internalized fat phobia. The fear of fat bodies and the idea that fat bodies can't be healthy is not supported by research. It is a social construct that has been repeatedly refuted.
No, it is a construct. That's fat phobic is a construct that is being promoted to thin the herd of society, and the people that are foolish enough to believe that all bodies are healthy are going to end up dying. That's what that is. Can you go back?
Did you notice how she was like, it's rooted in racism, but I can't be racist?
Right.
And I'm just like, I found that hilarious. And what else is it? It was a matter of, she's sitting there saying the diet culture is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Do you know how much the diet industry makes a year, Gothix? Roughly $60 billion. Now, do you know how much the fast food industry makes a year?
A lot more. A lot more.
$300 billion.
Yes. This is literally just like social engineering, and you got to follow the money, because if you got fast food chains that are making that much money, it's going to clog your arteries. You can get diabetes. You can get all of these health problems. You're going to run the risk of getting these health problems, and then you're going to become a permanent customer for big pharma. That's what this is. This has nothing to do about body positivity, because we know what's healthy, we know what's not, and you're propping up people that are not healthy. You should question why someone would applaud you and agree with you. It's because you have giant dollar signs above your head. That's why.
Exactly. And I'm not denying, the thing is, like, yes, there are kernels of truth to some of what they say. I've told you stories about how medical professionals have treated me and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm not saying that some people won't be like a little too simple-minded and be like, oh, it's just because you're fat. Sir, I'm bleeding, but that's okay. The bone is sticking out. Well, maybe you should lose some weight. Sure, I'll do that after it heals.
Keep going.
What do you want me to rewind?
I wanted you to rewind where she put like text in front of her. There's like a list of things that she did.
Because I wanted to ask you about that. I want to ask you, looking at all of that, what did it look like? There was a kernel of what I saw from all that. Let me see if I find it.
Healthiest version of myself I could possibly be.
Here it goes.
Lost out on opportunities to eat delicious foods in other countries, trying new restaurants with friends. I've injured myself multiple times.
Pause it after this, after the third one.
Prey to all of these fad diets.
Okay. Pause it. All right. So fear of unhealthy food, unhealthy relationship with working out, calorie deficit cause intense fear of calories. Okay.
What does all that sound like to you?
Mental issue. There is something going on right there. Putting yourself in a calorie deficit should not make you fearful. If it does, then there's something that needs to be addressed psychologically.
Therapy.
You have an unhealthy relationship with working out, and she also said that she injured herself multiple times. So again, psychological, and you're probably not doing the exercises properly. All right, get yourself a personal trainer if you have to. A fear of unhealthy food. There's nothing wrong. Like I always say, when in Rome, like if I travel, I'm gonna try what staple is there. And again, if you're afraid of having a burger and breaking your diet for one day, which you're not gonna ruin your diet if you just have a burger like once in a blue moon. This is all psychological. And so instead of just saying, I have some underlying mental health issues that I need to address, I'm just going to say, well, everything is just fat phobic and I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, fat phobia.
It couldn't possibly be my own bad choices or my own mental health that I have not fully addressed. Yeah. It's just rooted racism, fat phobia.
Like, and don't get me wrong, I feel really bad for these people. Like, I hope I'm not coming off like I'm making fun of them or anything, but I just feel bad.
I used to. I believe, let me see, because I want to make sure I got all the others first, because I'm pretty sure the next one coming up is the most egregious. Nope, we already went over her. We did her. We did her, him. So let's get to the coup de grace.
Uh-oh.
And I could not find all of her stuff, but this is Marissa.
I'm scared.
And Marissa is one of the most prolific of the BoPos because Marissa makes a habit of telling everyone to shut the fuck up. She doesn't care about them. You know what? I'll let Marissa speak for herself. This will be your introduction to her. Although, if you had seen my videos, Gothix, you would have seen her.
Shade.
That's just me being shady.
A friendly reminder again, because some people are so fucking incompetent that they will not listen to marginalized bodies, but then we'll just like talk over them. So let me just reiterate this. The body positive movement is not about your fucking insecurities that are rooted in fat phobia. The movement is about fighting systemic oppression and systemic fat phobia and systemic ableism. It's not about your fucking bloated stomach. It's not about your fucking stretch marks. It's not about your fucking insecurities that are rooted in fat phobia. So get off your fucking high horse and listen to marginalized bodies when we tell you that you've co-opted the movement that was never meant for you. So if you're not on my page to listen and learn, then get the fuck out of here, because I don't want to hear about your thin fucking tears. If you want a movement to help you with your insecurities, then go find 10 of the other movements that exist for it. Stop co-opting one for marginalized bodies. Thank you. Hello there, everybody.
I think her weight is the least of her problems.
Oh, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
You ever just look at someone and you can just see an aura around them? I see just toxicity. It's just rage. It seeps off of her body. And like, she's gonna talk like that to the wrong person one day. And I do not advocate for violence or anything like that, but she's gotta watch the way that she talks.
I genuinely want to dent her teeth in, so let me tell you something. I couldn't find the video. I tried to find it. There's a video where she got mad because, mind you, sometimes her mental health is just so hard, and you know what? She doesn't want to have to cook for herself, and I can almost understand that. Until she walked to Tim Hortons and flipped out at them and told the guy, "Fuck off! Fuck you!" because they closed and she didn't get there on time.
That's literally like customer service.
And I'm like, lady, ma'am, you have to get over that. Ma'am, no. Ma'am. So let me see. I think this is another one where she's just being super delightful.
Oh man, she's so angry.
Why are you talking about? Just an idea, so you can see. Sometime you should just take a peruse through her TikTok just to see what she does. Like, for instance, see that little black shirt right here?
Yeah. Ew. Why would you wear it? Well, yuck.
Oh yeah. Well, wait till I tell you the artwork she does.
Hello, if you're new to my page, this might be for you. If you're not new, then you probably already know this. But I do not care about your thin tears at all. At all. Especially if I didn't ask. This is a fat safe space. Hello.
Doesn't she sound like a fun person that you want to educate you?
A fat safe space. What would that look like?
Oh, sadly, her page. She's the coup de grace, but there is, cause see, you don't. So Marissa, after 10 years of denying her dreams and hopes, has started selling artwork. Now, I don't like her earrings, but they are popular right now. Not her earrings, but the style she's doing. They're popular because apparently the 90s are back. Remember back in the 90s, those Play-Doh smelling clay earrings that everyone had?
Yeah.
Okay, those are coming back now. The polymer clay. And sometimes she makes okay looking stuff. But the artwork I don't like of hers is she likes to make period art.
Okay, that's disgusting.
A pair of hips with just blood coming out of the vajayjay.
That's really gross.
And she loves making, like, you know when you go to the doctor's office and there are those weird shapes on a field and it's supposed to be like interpretive flowers? She does those, but they're all interpretive vaginas.
That's so gross.
Like flowers. And then she doesn't like when people comment on it. Why you gotta come in my space? Just leave me alone. Girl, you putting it on the internet.
Yeah, the internet is not a safe space. Okay? The world is not a safe space.
She wants it to be. So let's just observe.
Just a friendly reminder to everybody, this is what you should not do. You should not invalidate fat people's experiences. Because when you do that, you are contributing to our fat oppression. You are contributing to fat phobia, and you're actively harming fat people. Just a friendly reminder to everybody, this is what you should...
What, as a fat woman, what is oppressing you?
Airline bathrooms.
Okay.
The thing is, it's by choice. It's by choice. Now, she claims she's not able-bodied, that she has illnesses. I'm not quite sure what they are. But, I'm quite sure. Oh, yeah, this. I didn't want to get to it yet. Hold on, let me see.
This is voluntary oppression.
Oh, very voluntary. You don't need to listen to it, just read it. It says, just a friendly reminder, stop invalidating fat people's experiences. Stop telling fat people that their life experiences didn't happen. It's harmful. If you do this, you are actively harming the health of fat people by contributing to weight stigma. Be the solution, not the problem. Let's see. And here's somebody, a lot of people have told her this and she don't like it. So the problem is that I could literally spend 2 hours just on Marissa. Her videos get between her doing, like, you can tell she did them all in the same day. Her doing the exact same song and almost the identical dance 5 times in a row. Because it's a whole ass mood. Her flopping around, literally she'll go and slap her tits braless on a video. She'll shake her ass in her underwear. Sometimes she gets dolled up. She is good at makeup.
Yeah.
But you can see the unhealthy status her skin is in and the state of her mind and how she goes between almost normal. I could tell that her attitude could almost have someone like me convinced back in the day. Almost.
Yeah.
But listen to this, and then we're going to get to the main reason I wanted you to see her.
I don't get this. My content is literally me existing and living my life. Now, what warrants that you think that I need to go and look inward when I'm literally just existing and living my life? Oh, wait. It's your fat phobia. It's the fact that you don't even see me as a fucking human being. It's the fact that you hate looking at fat people who are living their lives. You hate seeing fat people be happy and joyful. The only person who needs to look inward is you. Because you are projecting your fat phobia onto me. And to other fat people, I'm assuming. Me making dance videos, me doing my art, me cooking, that does not mean that I need to take some time and go offline. If you think I need to go offline, then why don't you stop looking at my page? Why don't you go offline? Because I'm not the problem here. My body is not the problem here. Your disgust with it is. So thanks, bye!
You need to go offline. I don't need to look inward. There's nothing wrong with me. This is pride. This is pride.
Massive ego. Massive.
Looking inward is healthy, and I recommend everyone should do it. Okay? Make a habit out of it.
Because here's my thing.
Have you tried responding to this girl? I asked
She blocked
because...
me.
Oh, never mind.
She blocked everyone immediately because the thing is, I did a video about her. I did a video about a bunch of people during the holiday seasons, and she was on Bumble. I'll send. You need to see this video. I'm gonna try to send it to you. Okay, so she was on Bumble, and she started messaging this guy, and she made a whole flip out about it because he didn't respond back to her quick enough. And pretty much afterwards she complained because she harassed him. Like, she went after him like 3 or 4 times, and so there was a video where someone made an account like 3 times to comment on her page, and she's like, if I keep blocking you, it means I don't want to hear from you. And I said, well, now you know how the guy on Bumble felt.
Wow.
She blocked me. But this is the thing, like, her idea of educating is what you saw in those first 2 videos about white tears not mattering and how you're a piece of shit and all. That's her idea of educating. And then she gets mad when her videos get taken down. Whenever she responds to somebody, she swears at them, she yells at them, and that's her version of defending herself. This comment is pretty vanilla, but you saw her go off like that.
Right.
She takes videos of herself and actively says, I'm taking a shit during this video. But what's truly disgusting, let me see. This one. Don't read it yet. Don't ruin the surprise.
All right, I won't.
Okay.
No, it's an example of working. It's an example of a job. Has nothing to do with being insecure or being used. Because when you do that kind of job, if I'm not desired, then I don't work.
Nice try.
No, it's an example of work.
What job? Is she a prostitute? That's her job?
Now, Gothix, we've known a lot of scummy guys in our time as friends.
I'm sorry, can you go back and just read the text one more time? I just want to look at the text. I just really want
Oh yeah. Okay, I got you. I
gotta break this down. Okay, being with 30 guys in a month isn't proof of respect or desire. It's an example of insecurity and being used. Yeah, if you're advertising your punani for people to use, or whatever you're advertising for men to use, I'm assuming men, maybe women, who knows.
As far as I know, only men.
Okay, yeah. They don't care what you look like.
This is her counting the money she made from fucking guys.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Keep going. I'm looking for the other video.
There's no honor in risking getting an STD. There's no honor in devaluing your body by sleeping around with so many people. And again, I believe people like her in particular, there's something going on. I don't know what type of trauma she experienced before, but I can only assume that as she gets older, she's going to really start to feel the weight of that, because like they've even done studies on this. The more men that women have sex with, the less the likelihood of them actually settling down in the future. And it's because the person that you want to settle down with, of someone that's actually going to be good for you as a husband, those people don't want someone who's
got a body count of that size.
Right.
And the thing is, again, you and I have known some scummy men that have cheated, men that, just can't get a date. If they're paying for the box of that variety, do you think they really desire her, or do you think they're just lonely and want something?
They're lonely and they want something, because if you are with someone that actually desires you, they're gonna do whatever is necessary to be with you. So if you say, I want to wait before we get married to have sex, if they really desire you, they're gonna do that.
Ready? This one is the one that started it all. Get ready.
Bruh, that's not even my best record. Like, why are you mad at something that's not even my best record? You're gonna get mad at the 10 guys in the same day. Or get mad at the 30 guys in 1 week.
Thank you. Bruh, that's not...
And also, I would say there's nothing to be proud of potentially getting yourself killed.
Right. Like, you want to talk about women's safety? She walks to most of the guys that she boinks, that pay her, which means most of them are in her zip code. And the thing is, number one, I don't care if you're a man or woman. Having that many partners, okay, that's the start of it. Fucking does not equal desirability. What do they talk about? There's one guy who will take one for the team. He will fuck the ugly fat friend so that way his bro can score with the girl he really wants. Whether you like it or not, that's a real thing. And guys sometimes, again, they can get it up for anything. They close their eyes, they imagine what they want. Yeah. There are men who have gone through entire marriages not desiring their spouse. And they've got kids together. So don't act like fuckability equals desirability. On top of that, like you said, it's incredibly dangerous what she does. Incredibly dangerous. Because I believe she does it all through word of mouth. This is in Canada, so I have no idea. She's in Ottawa and Ontario. Like, you know, she's in the more liberal areas. I have no idea if it's illegal there, but I doubt it. And it's a matter of, number one, how decent are the men that you're boinking? If they don't care, if they were the last of 10 in that one day.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about anything.
Like this mix, so her glorifying the fact that obesity is healthy and fine and whatever, mixed with the fact that she's essentially applauding herself for prostituting, it makes it seem like like I said, there's definitely something underlying that's going on. And
massive depression. She's even said it.
And I wonder, because a lot of people who are morbidly obese and try to pass on this idea that all bodies are healthy, I've read that a lot of people that think in that way try to get that size because they don't want to be touched by men, like something happened in their childhood and it's sort of like a shield for them. And I wonder if, and this is just me theorizing here with her promoting.
No, because I will tell you, that's partially why I didn't care when I started gaining weight.
Yeah.
Because you know that I had that happen. Is, again, I've said it on stream, guys, in case anybody doesn't know, I was molested when I was younger. And it was kind of like the people who really wanted me would like me for me.
Yeah.
So I didn't actively try to gain weight. I was pretty healthy. But I did see, and to some extent even now, see the weight as a protection. That's not healthy.
Yeah. And then the fact that she's like saying, oh, I'm a prostitute, it makes it seem like she wants to be in control of that situation, and she's interpreting having a high body count as love.
She used to refer to them as dates. When she first started, I couldn't, again, I tried to find all the videos. I spent 3 hours trying to find these videos. She used to refer to them as she used to get dates all the time. Well, now we know they're not dates. They're paid. Yeah. That's first off. Second off, there's not romance involved. It's just boinking. And third, like you said, it's definitely a matter of control. And the reason why we know it's a matter of control, I've got a little chick on her side right now. The reason why we know it's control is the way she addresses people. This is my TikTok. Yeah. You're harassing me. You can't come here and talk to me. This is my safe space. She wants to control it all. And then if you go through her timeline, you'll see these periods where she's like crying on camera and she's upset, and then she gets mad if TikTok doesn't give her enough money, and what do I have to do to make money on this app, or why are people reporting this, why are people not responding to that? Like, it's never a matter of, and when people tell her, hey, you've got to take criticism, there was a video but it's not worth watching, and pretty much she anecdotally inserts what people are saying even though that's not what they're saying. Like, she hates that people make videos about her on YouTube. Girl, you are toxic, you are caustic, you are fighting every step of the way, and all these people are like that, but then they get mad when people call them out on YouTube.
Yeah, it's control.
They get very mad. They want the control of it. They want to be able to take that person down. She constantly tells people, go report this person, go get them deleted, go get them this, go get them that, because she wants the control.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. There's something, she wants control, and she has a false definition of what it means to care about someone, and that's really sad.
So Gothix, let me ask you, now that you have had this experience, and I haven't even shown you. This is just the people that follow it. These are not the leaders.
Oh, there's leaders.
There's leaders. It would be a 4-hour video, but I do think perhaps we should do another video at some point where I show you Virgie Tofar and Tess Holiday and Lindo Bacon. And that's her real name. And because let me tell you something. Now that you've had an experience with the BoPo, how do you feel?
I feel like I gotta go back to the gym.
When I see them, I look down, I'm like, oh shit, I'm one of them. Like,
but you understand your body, you are happy, but you are trying to get better. And I've spoke to you about this too. I want to see my friend for the next, I don't know how many years we have left on this earth. I hope it's very long.
Me, so.
all right, that's what I want. And I wish that people like this who scream fat phobia would look at it from that perspective. Maybe the people saying this to me actually want me around.
It'd be nice. And that's the thing. They don't see it that way. They think if a man doesn't want them, well, that's just him rooted in racism. I want you to look up something. This is something that, again, I would love for both of us to do research on this, because look up the Hottentot Venus. That's the one they're clinging to right now.
Venus. Okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
No. Oh, you're going to show me. Oh, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me get to the evil overlords. Google.
I'm so scared.
Hold on. Oh my God. When I tell you. So, number 1. Here we go. Now we got that started. Okay. So what the Hottentot Venus was a woman who, and I'm probably going to have to censor this a little bit.
All right.
But Microsoft Edge window. Prepare yourself. So this is what they utilize. Right.
Ma'am.
This is a real woman. She was real. And she was a woman who was captured and put on display in England. And I don't know the full history on her off the top of my head. I did watch a documentary on her that came out last year. But essentially, this is where everyone is claiming that it's rooted in racism. This is where it starts.
Seriously?
Seriously. Now, Hottentot Venus, what year? I need to go back to all. This is 1810 to 1815. So they're claiming this is around the time that people started demonizing overweight people. Well, you look as back as the 1600s, and they were mocking overweight people. This is too skinny for their own good. But this was Napoleon, and I forget who else. But there was ones, and I brought them up, and I might have to go on my other computer to get them. Oh God, look at this. I write 1600. Who do I have?
Bruh.
Bro. That isn't even remotely close. Oh, I wrote the other day and I can't remember. But either way, if you go back, I'll send the pictures later. I'm going to insert them here. I had it in my Wally video. Right here's where they're going to go. Gothix, they've been as far back as the Middle Ages where you've had this happen, where they were mocking fat people. Because the thing is, overweight people, yes, some of them were considered desirable purely because they had money. It wasn't because they desired fat people. It's because back when there was actual peasants still, and the peasantry and the royalty, who had money? Fat people. Why? Because they could afford food.
Yeah.
So that
makes sense.
That's all there was. It does.
That makes sense.
You know, you don't want to die.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why they were desirable. It's not because fat people themselves were desirable. It's because the weight signified money.
Right. That makes sense. You don't see a lot of overweight people during the Great Depression.
No. And they try to say that Grecian statues indicate love of the fat body. Well, let's just look really quick, you and I. So if we look at Greek and Roman statues, I'm looking them up right now. Okay, let me just share this page and you tell me how many fat bodies you see.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, so let's look. Let's look, kids.
Mm.
Man, look at all those fat bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look at how in ancient Rome and ancient Greece, they really worship the body, the fat. Well, that's not real.
Now, you know, I suspect this might have something to do about the fact that during ancient Greece, there was no McDonald's.
They did have fast food, but it was olives cured in vinegar and oil, and it was roasted chicken, and only people that tended to be overweight were these absolutely insane dictators and higher ups that, and I think we had about this, like, you know, ancient Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look up ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, because you know that's on the edge of Africa, right? I didn't spell that right at all.
You can't have fat people in ancient Egypt, because if you're doing the hieroglyphics, it's going to take longer for you to carve out the stencil of the fat person.
And did you know that most of the pharaohs were overweight? Almost all the pharaohs were overweight. Why were they overweight? Because what did they do? Nothing all day long. But if you look at their depictions, look at all that fat phobia.
Amazing.
It's crazy. And you know, this is why I get such a kick out of it, because they say in the ancient world they're talking about a fertility goddess, which let's look up ancient Egyptian gods, okay? Woo! Man, those look like real people, don't they?
Wow.
Look at all those realistic looking people.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely rooted in racism that we talk about anyone being overweight, because, you know, look at how ancient Africans, I mean, you know, gosh, look at Tauret. She's gorgeous. And that's the thing. They look at these ancient fertility gods and ancient Egyptian gods and things like that, and they see these images. Okay?
Yeah, I was thinking about it before you even typed it in. Yeah, no.
Yep. But then look at these ones. This is from India. These are small sects.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look, all I wrote was ancient fertility god, and what do you notice? None of them are exactly the same. There's like different variations of the same one from the same I know, Penny, my cat's yelling at me now. But if you look here, that's a pretty thin waist.
Yeah.
Those are thick thighs, but a thin waist. You're looking thin waist. What you see is large breasts and large hips.
You know what's interesting, though, about all of these things that you're showing me? It doesn't negate the fact that obesity is unhealthy. Like,
exactly.
We can go back and debate historical context, but you're still fat and you're probably going to die of some clogged arteries. Like,
no, you're only believing that because of a modern standard set by the white man, and you're only hating fat people because of a modern standard set by the white man.
Stupid. It's so exhausting.
There's so many mental gymnastics. But like, that's why I wanted to take you through that, because I am going to do a deeper dive on why everyone keeps sitting there saying, you know, fat phobia, and it's rooted in this, rooted in that. And it's because of this modern thing, and that's why I wanted you on here, my darling.
Oh, well, thank you so much for inviting me. This was beautiful. I'm gonna go scrape my eyeballs off. And,
gonna go cleanse my soul a little bit. 10 Hail Marys. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Here's what I will tell you, guys. If you really want to know about racism and fat phobia and everything else, stop believing these pseudo medical professionals on TikTok. Stop looking up viral videos and do actual research. One quick Google search already put like 10,000 chinks in their armor. So, Gothix, I want to thank you for being here today. I'm sorry that I had to torture you to do it.
That's all right. You didn't torture me.
We got some entertainment.
We did get some entertainment. Sheesh.
Guys, remember to respect yourself, respect who you are, and stop letting your insecurities guide you to unhealthy habits. But that's all I had to say about it. Gothix, do you have any parting words?
Yeah, work on your attitudes, y'all. All right, it's like your attitude is just terrible. Not you, but all these people I'm watching is just yuck.
Doo-doo.
But thank you for having me on, lady. I'm so proud of you. You're growing on this channel. That's so cute. It's like my little baby's all grown up.
Oh, thank you. I love you.
I love you.
Oh, by the way, guys, she has stuff at No System 2. Go buy her shit.
Yes, and I have
but
new
anyways,
stuff coming.
Yes. Keep your eyes out. This is just some of the new stuff, but if by the time this airs, you guys know my art's on some merch too. But that's all we had to talk about, guys. I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Hey, if you liked that video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, help me out with that algorithm. I want to first off thank all of my patrons. You guys are amazing. You help fund me. You help me do this. Thank you to Lisa, John Quinn, Sherry Molosky, Emil DeVry, Edie, Anime Chan, Lady Derpy, Choco Hooligan, Amelia, Esteban, It's Brentley, Gina Cena, Rox, AJ Larry, Becoming a Better Me, Nicole LeBou, Jenny Eller, Selma, Thea, and Pink Dolphin Milk 65. Guys, if you want to join my Patreon, it starts as low as $1 a month, goes all the way up to $20, whatever else you want to give me. And we have a lot of different good perks. You can get drawings from me, you get patron exclusive artwork, and I try to get my videos out as early as possible to my patrons, although I have been failing a bit lately. If you like a lot of the merchandise that I wear, please make sure to check out No System. That is nosysnos.com. A lot of my shirts and jewelry do come from there. And here is all of my social media. If you enjoy my artwork, if you enjoy my rants, and if you just enjoy me, you can follow me on all of these different networks. I am like Fly Poo, I'm everywhere. Don't forget to check out my older videos or my most recent video, which will be right here. And otherwise, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an amazing day. And don't forget to tell the people that are important to you that you love them and to be safe. So, guys, I love you. Be safe. Have a wonderful day. Bye.